Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we play Niners. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Let's go. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And he's going to to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll run it, getting the carry. And he'll be this pass complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Second and 2. The pass, they're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get all back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be taken at the 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down now, Durant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the left side. Durant, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Get ready, get ready.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Gold for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep blow there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on it.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. Open man is Higgins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. This quarterback now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Matt Judon showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I got you. I got you.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Durant. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven as they got close better as they continue to move forward?
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.